Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope everybody is doing all right today. It is Hood Action News. We are your hosts. I'm Gigi.
And I'm AE.
And I'm Dante.
And tonight we are having another music episode. We're going to be discussing the best eras in black music. And there's a lot of eras, man. Our people have just we're so innovative and creative with our music, and there's so many eras and many genres along with it throughout the years that we have just came up on, and we're gonna discuss that tonight. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first. So I was just thinking one of the best eras for black music was between 2012 and 2013 because there's a lot of alternative artists and house artists that were coming out at that time. Either they've been around and they had like a hit back in that time, or they were debuting at that time. And I just feel like the creativity was really at an all-time high. Black artists wasn't afraid to, experiment with sounds. People were getting back to the house roots at the time, even though, it was hot in the 90s as well. But they were kind of bringing that back, and I really enjoyed that. Like Zebra Cats, like I'm a Reed, that came out around that time. That was such a good song. And, there was also some underground rappers as well, like Jungle Pussy. That's her name, y'all. That's her name.
I love her though.
She came out. Yes, I love her. She's also someone that loves to experiment with sounds. I love her music videos. I love her songs and things like that. And I really just feel like that should have came back and stayed instead of kind of went away, because things are kind of blending together now. But I just felt like people really had individuality at that time, and that's why I really enjoyed that time for black music.
I agree. Like that era back when house music was popping, and black people, we've always we started like house music. Like Martha Wash, y'all know she was like one of the background singers for CNC Music Factory. It wasn't the lady in the video, it was actually Martha Wash's vocals they used. They used her vocals a lot in those music videos. And with CNC Music Factory, they tried to not pay her, and she was like, and you gonna pay me my money, and they ended up paying her, and they didn't even credit her for that part either, because they just wanted that model, because she was tiny and she was skinny, and Martha Wash, she's a plus size lady, but that lady could sing, and she was also in a duo, the one that had the song "It's Raining Men," that was her in there, and she's been around for a long time. So I put respect on Martha Wash's name. That woman is like the queen of house music, man. I love me some house music. It's great. What about you?
Absolutely.
What about you, Dante?
Okay, so for me, I feel like the one of the best eras for music was definitely the early 2000s to the 2010s. We definitely had artists like, of course, Beyonce, Rihanna, Kanye West before he went on his crazy journey, Jay-Z, and also in the early 2010s we had the rising of Drake, and of course, even though a lot of people still don't like this particular artist, Chris Brown, of course, when he was younger, he was running the game with his R&B. He was all over the radios, and I feel like there was a lot of R&B, hip hop, pop was starting to come and rise in early 2000s to 2010. So I definitely like that era. It brings a lot of nostalgia when you go back and listen to those songs.
I agree.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like, I was in high school around 2000, the early 2000s. I love that era. And then around 2000, let's see, 2001, 2002, around that time, I used to go to the club a lot, and T-Pain, Oh my God. Like I remember T-Pain when he first came out, he was just eating it up. Everybody was
Yes.
eating it up. And when the song came on in the club, we were like, yeah, and then Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. And I'm from Atlanta, so when that song came on, everybody started going crazy. Like you had Young Jock, you had Lil Scrappy. Pray for Lil Scrappy because his mama ain't shit. But anyway, his mama ain't shit. But Lil Scrappy would come on, the East Side Boys and Jock. You had before T.I. became more trash than he always was. You had T.I., you had Hustle Gang out. You had Young Dro. Who else? I can't remember who else. Oh my God, I'm glad he in the bathroom because he would have said Lil Flip. He would have said Lil Flip. I'm like, please, not no Lil Flip. Like that song back in the day when the club came on, when the music came on. One song that just everybody mainly like loved back then in the club when the song came on in the club was T-Pain featuring Young Jock, Buy Me a Drink. That song was like a fan favorite, and we loved it. Everybody got on the dance floor. Everybody was snapping and stuff, and it was a good song. It was a good time back then. I had fun back then in the club. Everybody was just trying to buy them a drink, flirt, listen to the music, and dance. Now going to the club is just like, let me put my bulletproof vest on right quick before I go out type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to fight nobody. I don't want to push nobody. I don't want to step nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like white Nikes or get hit with some black forces. I'm trying to stay alive, so yeah.
And about the snap era, that really kind of brought back like dancing again, because back in the 70s everybody would be all in type of funk music. They'll get on the dance floor, Soul Train, stuff like that, and then it was kind of coming to a halt. But the snap era, the crunk era, it really brought back making dancing fun again, and people were having a good time. Like you said, they weren't trying to fight and stuff like that. And that also is part of the era of the early 2000s that Dante was speaking of Soulja Boy. When Crank That came out, everybody was doing the dance. Everybody was having fun with it. And that also was a change into the music industry as well, that artists can just put their songs out there without trying to beg for the approval of a record deal.
Right. And Soulja Boy, he started out on MySpace. Yep, he started out on there, and he was self-made too. He didn't have help for nobody. He did that by himself. So that was pretty cool. And then followed everybody after him. What was it? Lil Bow Wow, Byron, Romeo, Sammy, which I love me Sammy to this day.
Yeah.
Now what was
can't forget.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was also gonna say Jamie Foxx with that "Don't Blame It on the Alcohol."
Yes, the video was crazy because he was like in that bear suit dancing the whole time of the video. I know he hot. He probably hot and drunk up under there.
Yeah,
I never knew that was him.
Yeah, girl, that was him. That was him up under there. I love that whole video. Samuel Jackson was in it. Who was Forrest Whitaker? Oh my God. Ron Howard was in the video. It was like a lot. Jake Gyllenhaal was in the video. He had all these like A-list stars in that video. I'm trying to figure out who else back in the day. What's funny? MySpace. In MySpace days, you can go on somebody's profile and the music just started playing. That's where I found a lot of my music from, MySpace, to be honest.
Yeah, that's really how it was really popping back in the early 2000s. That's really how people got into different songs and helped it to go viral by doing stuff on MySpace.
True.
I kind of low-key miss it.
Yeah, I feel like another site that also was good but died out recently, DatPiff. That's the mixtape website of like a lot of hip hop artists will post up on there.
Oh yes,
and get like the latest like Friday night mixtapes.
Oh yes, all these brings back memories.
Yeah, now they just put it all on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember the box? You could call in and request a song to be played.
Oh, those were the days.
I used to try to call in. I'm like, they ain't picking up the phone. I love the box. Like, okay, so if y'all don't know what the box is, it was basically like MTV, but it was better. Like they played all these musics and they had like a top 10 songs for that week, and you could call in and you can request the songs and stuff to be played, and it was fun. It was back in the day, that was fun. And then Radio Disney.
Oh yeah, it used to be popping back in the days. I'm not going front.
I like Radio Disney. Yeah, Radio Disney was off the chain back in the day. They had a lot of good music.
Yeah.
That's true. And we also had like the rise of like the Jonas Brothers, John Kingston,
Jesse McCartney,
Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, NSYNC, Christina Aguilera, Mandy Moore. Like there was a lot back then.
I missed that era. Oh my goodness.
Me too.
That was nostalgic. I like those days. Like, oh my God, you know what? After we finish with the K-apocalypse, which is the end of this week, thank God, we're gonna have to like incorporate that into a music party because that would be really fun. Like really fun.
Like the early 2000s.
Yeah, I know we did it, but we gotta do that again because there are some songs that are just like really good, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like viral early 2000 songs, that would be different.
Yeah, and also y'all know the one-hit wonders. I know they faded in obscurity, but we'll never hear from them again. But those one-hit wonders actually were hidden for a reason.
Yes, yes.
And there's only a few, like Blue Cantrell. She had that one song, and you ain't hear from
Hit 'em up style.
Yeah, and you ain't hear from since. That was a good song, but she had some mental health issues and stuff. But I think she's doing okay now. I think she's fine. And she was going through a bad breakup and stuff too. So yeah, but I think she's doing okay now. Emile, a lot of stuff happened to her. Like she did that one song, and you don't hear from her since. Cause she did that song with Jay-Z. I think she did one song with Jay-Z, another song with Jay-Z and Ja Rule. And after that, she just kind of disappeared. Her word on the street is that she kind of gave her life to Jesus, and I don't know what happened after that.
Maybe she was just tired of the lifestyle.
Yeah, that happens to a lot of the people that we seen back then in that era that made a couple of songs and disappeared. That's mainly what happened to them, and I can't like get mad at them because if that's how you feel about something and you want to get your life better and you don't want to be in that type of lifestyle anymore, I can only do nothing but respect that. So yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, Christina Milian, that she was another one.
She just stopped making music.
Yeah, she was going through a lot too. Like she was in and out of abusive relationships and stuff like that. So.
Oh, and A. Marie. I'm so glad A. Marie is actually making music again. So this is a good thing.
Yeah, and I hope she polished up on her skills. It's been a long time, and once she gets her rhythm back, she'll be just fine.
Right, because it's been, how many years has this been?
Oh, it's been maybe almost 15 years.
Yeah, she gotta warm up them vocals a little bit. But she'll be fine. I always like A. Marie, but y'all already know the story behind that and what happened to her. J-Ho, her ass. I don't understand. That girl J-Lo can't sing. It was weird back then, y'all. When Jennifer Lopez came out, y'all know she was on first song, Living Color, she couldn't dance then on there. And then she came out and she did this. And I'm like, I don't understand the hype with this woman. She can't sing. She can't sing and she cannot act. She just has a big butt. That's it.
Yeah, that was the only reason.
Selena was her only saving grace. And even then, Selena fans was like, we don't even like her. Anyway.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They don't even like her.
They like her. That was like, Selena was Mexican. Jennifer Lopez is Puerto Rican. And she can barely speak Spanish.
Child.
That's bad.
And they said that's bad. It's bad. They didn't like her like that. She did a good job though, but that's it. Made in Manhattan was bad. Monster-in-Law was bad. The Sale was pretty good because I like the special effects and stuff. But Homegirl, Jennifer Lopez could not act. Whoever told her that she could act, stop telling her she could act and sing. Do y'all remember when she had sung, like, I don't know, she had sung for the the inauguration, and I was like, "Ooh, girl, tell her to stop. Please tell her to stop." Tell her to
stop.
No. I watched it. It was
I remember
bad.
that.
It was bad. She was singing some song, and I'm like, "Ooh, girl, somebody tell her to stop, please."
Yeah. I actually have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you two think that Vanessa Carlton was a one-hit wonder? Because she only had that one song, 1,000 Miles.
Yeah, she definitely was a one-hit wonder, but I bet she's still eating off that song, though.
Yeah. Because there was another person like her that played the piano, too. I forgot her name. It was two. I think she made another song. It wasn't as popular though. But she's actually been through stuff. Her husband was cheating on her. Yeah, cheating on her, and she had to like get away from that. Let's see. Vanessa Carlton. Not Hudgens. Carlton, stop. Don't do that to me.
But not Hudgens.
Right.
Look.
Okay, so she had some songs. She had 1,000 Miles, Ordinary Day, White Houses, Pretty Baby, Fairy Tale, and then she had stuff from 4 years ago. Yeah, she had a little bit of stuff, but not a lot of stuff. Now, let me see. She came out with a couple of stuff not too long ago, but that's about it. I guess she's just low key.
Yeah, but one person that fell off the face of the earth was Nelly Furtado. Like, she just stopped making music out of nowhere.
Right. I liked her. Like, her music was really different.
Yeah.
And then she worked with Timbaland on top of that. I hope it wasn't nothing to do with him.
I hope not. Because
if it was, I'm going to be upset. Because her stuff was really like legit different, man. And I liked her voice. Yeah.
Fly, I'm Like a Bird, that was like a really good song. I really love that song.
Oh my God, that was a beautiful song. That was such a beautiful song. I miss her, man. I hope she's doing all right and that she's doing okay. Like
it seems like she's all right. Good old Drake brought her out not too long ago, sometime last year, so she's all right.
Oh my God, Drake! How's Drake? Well, she's from Canada, but I'm like, come on, Drake, why? Just leave her be. Just leave her alone. Whoa, Nelly was my favorite album by her. That was her debut album right there.
Oh, that was a great album.
I miss her. I just really hope she's doing all right. Let me look at One Hit Wonders 2000 and see what pops up. All right.
Angie Martinez was a one-hit wonder. The song "If I Could Go," that was the only song I knew about her, and then now she got her own radio show, but she was kind of a one-hit wonder.
I wonder why she stopped rapping.
Yeah, she was pretty good with it because she was on the Ladies Night song with Lil' Kim and Left Eye and the Brad and Missy. Like, she did her a good job too.
Y'all remember
I
Lady
had
of
no idea she rapped.
who?
No, I had no idea Angie Martinez rapped.
Yeah.
It was a very long time ago, so I understand.
Yeah, it was a short time, very short time. There's another artist. Her name is Lady of Rage. She did that song called "I'm Rough and Stuff with My Afro Puffs." I loved her.
Oh, I remember that line.
Yeah, and that was it for her. That was it, and I didn't hear anything else from her ever since then. Daniel Powder, he's the guy that made that song. If you had a bad day, I ain't heard no from him. Ain't heard no from him.
That's the only song I know.
Yeah.
Gnarls
Even,
Barkley, I ain't heard nothing from them either. They just disappeared. Let's see. I'm looking at some of the stuff right now, and I'm like, okay, I don't know any of these people. I only know a couple of people, but not all of them. Eden's Crush. Oh, I know them. Nina Sky, Move Your Body, Girl. Like, I love them.
That was a good song. I love that song.
God, that song was good too. That song used to come on the club all the time. It got the club like,
yep.
That was great. Oh, Shop Boys, Party Like a Rock Star. Like, what happened to those niggas? What happened?
Right. That was the only song we knew.
Right. Like, we ain't heard for them since. Brooke Valentine, Girl Fight.
That's the only song I know about her, yeah.
Me too. Ain't heard from her since. Well, except when she got on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, was making herself a fool with Booby.
And just looking ignorant. But Roscoe Dash, she was another one. He made the song All the Way Turned Up. He had Soulja Boy on. That was another one. Like, what happened to him?
Grace get turned up to that song.
Oh yeah, I heard he's a Lyft driver.
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess everybody don't get like that type of success as other artists is, you know what I'm saying? Because Jock at one point he was driving Lyft too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
now he's out here getting all these crazy hairstyles. Mm-hmm. Like that last one you showed me with the Tupac, I'm like, what is this?
I'm tired of him. You need to be taking care of all 30 of your kids, Jock. Why are you using all this money to get them off of hairstyles? Leave your hair alone.
Also, another guy I don't really hear from is Elliot Yemen.
Yes, he was the guy of American Idol. That guy could sing.
Yeah, and this popular song "Wait for You." That song was everything.
Like a lot of those American Idols that you don't hear from anymore, especially Sanjay Gupta. He stopped making music. He became a baker.
Baker.
Yeah, like he's like a professional chef and a baker now. He doesn't even want to do music anymore like that. But everybody
he took the Khalees route.
Right. Khalees got a whole farm and stuff. She's cookbooks and stuff. Like she out here, like, I want to be like that, man. Like she got a Skillshare thing where she cooks and stuff. Well, she went to culinary school though.
Yeah.
Like she's a real good cook. New Boys, You're a Jerk. They disappeared too.
Yeah, and that one dude was blaming Tinashe, like, bro, you would've went into obscurity if it wasn't for Tinashe either way.
Right. Oh, Hurricane Chris. Well, let me tell you something about Hurricane Chris. Hurricane Chris is gonna be in jail for a very long time. Let's just say that
goodness,
he killed somebody. Oh. Yeah, he's for second-degree murder. Then he was on Twitter posting his Rudy and his Tootie on yep. That video was traumatizing. Twitter just has too much stuff, but yeah, he was on there. So he in jail, y'all. He ain't getting out no time soon.
Oh, so he gonna be like Silento?
Yep.
Another one-hit wonder.
Oh, yeah, and also going to jail.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all remember that? Y'all remember Asher Roth? I Love College. What happened to that white boy? Like James Blunt, like he don't make no songs either. He made that song "You're Beautiful," and I don't hear nothing else from him no more. Oh,
Oh yeah.
the "This Is Why I'm Hot" dude, Mims. He just disappeared.
What happened to him?
Right. He made that one
And I think
song.
he also the one who made a song back then. You didn't want me, now I'm high. You all on me. Yes, yes, I love that song.
Like, what happened to him? He just dipped. Huey, pop, block, and drop it. He gone.
Yeah, he passed away.
Oh. Cherish, do it, do it, do it. That was.
Oh, I love them. They had a lot of sister dramas. The reason why they broke up.
Yeah. There was a lot of attitudes and stuff that went on with them. It's sad because they had like a potential to be a good group, and yeah, they just Bo Bice. This is a thing. I know they lying.
Rich Boy, he was another one. Throw some D's. Yeah, I ain't hear nothing from him either.
Man, that song, people was really throwing D's in the club. I had to get out the club one day because I'm like, y'all gonna still up here and try to punch somebody. Hey, calm down, chill out.
Yeah, another one, Crime Mob. You know, Nucky You Bug. You know, you play that in the club, you're definitely gonna be a fight breaking out. Yeah, but that was another kind of a one-hit wonder group. Well, you know, Rock Them Hips. That was another one, but mainly everybody know them from Nucky You Bug.
Right. Them was the days back then, man. Them was the days. There's like so many like just hits back then. Like we definitely for sure have to like put together something like this, like the one hit wonders from the 2000s, and do it like that. Lean Back, the Terror Squad. That was that one song they had. That one song.
Yep. What about
Tipsy? That was another one.
What about Owl City? I haven't heard from them in a while.
They were like what was it, emo group? That was one the MySpace group. The little MySpace. Yeah, there was one dude.
I think they made that song Fireflies.
Yep. Oh, y'all, Stanky Leg. Oh, I hated that song when it first came out.
The only one song they had.
I hated that song when it came out. I'm like, the Stanky Leg. I was confused.
But people in the South, they love that song. They eat it up.
Turn Me On, Kevin Little. I like that song.
Yes.
I'm like, there's like a whole bunch of them. Oh, Ashley Simpson, Pieces of Me. Girl, you went on that show and you was lip singing. That was the end of it for you. I remember that when that happened.
Wayne Wonder, No Letting Go. Yeah, another one hit wonder.
Carl Thomas, I Wish. Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Oh, he's another one who had that genuine curl going on.
He sure did. He made sure to have him some edges too. Laffy Taffy, D4L. But no, D4L had some more songs. Wait a minute. No.
Tear it up with Fabo yelling at the
Yeah.
That will always be legendary.
It was. I love Fabo. He was crazy. He was my favorite one in the group. Now, don't disrespect D4L like that. They had more songs than that. I know this list lying like hell. No. They had more songs than that. I never heard a bunch of these. Management, Kids. Now, I know Management. They just had that one song, though. It's MGMT, but it's Management. That one song, I like that song, but yeah, like they're like I love music, period, in general. And my mom, she grew up like in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And she said she liked the music in the 70s and the 80s, especially in the 80s. There's a lot of good music back then. She said the 70s too, because she said she taught me about the music, especially the 70s. Black people invented disco, but white people were so racist about it, they tried to take it away from them. Actually, there's a big old like it's a fucked up history behind disco with white people and what they did to black people with it, and it's just really messed up. Cause those clubs back in the day, the Solid Gold dancers, and there was just one club in New York. White people used to go in there, and boy, they used to get coked the fuck out up in there and just dance to disco music all day long. And then disco died one day, and that was it. That was it. But black people were the reason behind disco and why it got so popular. And then white people, of course, had to come and capitalize on it and cash in on it. And well, y'all already know.
Yeah.
Because Donna Summers, this woman like put disco on the map. R.I.P. to Donna Summers. That woman's voice was just amazing, and she like did her thing with it. And then the white people came and they were like, no, this is not your music anymore. So, yeah. But then the 80s hit. And then, everybody in the 80s, I don't know, there was this, how would I say it? I don't know. In the 80s, it was just, 80s music is cool. It's just some of the music from the 80s. It was cocaine. Cocaine lasted from the 80s, 70s to the 80s to the 90s. To be honest, it was three decades worth of cocaine.
Oh, goodness gracious. No wonder.
Yeah, those rock artists used to be coked out.
Yes. Like, they get on the stage and they just be doing drugs. Like in the 80s, the 90s, the grunge eras, okay? With Nirvana, rest in peace, Kurt Cobain. This man was a heroin addict. The heroin in Seattle. Seattle is where a lot of rock stars kind of like came from. But Seattle is just really depressing. It's depressing out there because it just rains all day. Rains. The weather is just gloomy. And so a lot of rock stars are from there, got their star from there, and Nirvana was one of them. And every group that came out in the 80s, somebody was doing drugs. Drugs.
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses, drugs. Metallica, drugs. Foo Fighters. I don't think Foo Fighters did drugs. I don't think they did no drugs, but Nirvana, drugs. Everybody was on some drugs. Courtney Love, drugs. Everybody was doing drugs. I'm like, how are y'all able to go every day in life like this without falling over?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But now you got who? Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, I don't know if you heard about Paul McCartney. He went to, I think, Japan it was years ago, and he got busted for having so much weed on him.
Now, Paul,
you 80 years old, Paul. What you doing? Is it for your glaucoma?
Oh, goodness.
Now, this ain't the 60s no more. You can't be... How the hell did he get away? Wait a minute. Weed in Japan?
Yeah.
How was he able to get the weed in Japan in the first place?
He must have got it imported.
No, but he got busted. There was he's a thing for a couple of years he couldn't perform in Japan.
You can't do shit out there. The only people that got drugs out there in Japan is the Yakuza. So I'm just like, what were you doing out there, Paul? What were you doing out there? This man was out here. He was like, were you supposed to have a concert with Wiz Khalifa?
Oh, goodness.
That's what she was doing. How is Wiz Khalifa able to carry all that weed with him? Wiz Khalifa is the only rapper I know that ain't went to jail for no drug charges, and all he do is smoke weed. How is he able to do this? He's smart.
Now that's some magic right there.
Cause Snoop Dogg has got caught plenty of times with his dumb behind. Ty Dolla $ign got caught here in Atlanta with weed and cocaine. Why would
cocaine
you do
too?
Girl,
Ty,
yes,
come on now.
Yes, I'm like, come on, man. What is wrong with you?
I think he was with Skrillex that day too.
Oh, no wonder. He looked like he does coke. Skrillex.
That was his mistake right there, hanging out with Skrillex. All people, come on, man.
No, you don't even hear from him. He's a freaking one wonder producer. You don't be hearing from Skrillex like that no more.
Sure don't. The person that you be hearing from right now is Steve Aoki. That's it.
Yeah, you still hear from him. You don't even hear from Diplo like that no more either.
Sure don't. Diplo, what's Diplo's group? His group, the other group. Because I love Major Lazer. Now he need to do that. Major Lazer has some good stuff.
They really did.
Yeah.
Now, I would like to go to a Steve Aoki concert because he throws cake at people at the end.
He really does. Like, I want some cake.
Me too. I love me some cake stuff. Have my mouth open, just throw it up in there. I remember that time when Diplo was going viral because he kept having pictures of people butts and twerking on his Instagram. I'm like, Diplo, this is weird. Stop. What are you doing? I think now in this genre of music, I don't know, man. There's a few people that is keeping it alive, and that's it. I'm gonna be honest, and y'all can get mad out there, but Chloe ain't doing it for me. She's trying She's trying way too hard with her sexuality, and it seems like it's forced. And I'm like, sis, you don't have to do that.
Right.
And then like the new girls are doing all these collabs with trash people. Doechii sis, girl. I don't even know.
Like, all this self-sabotaging it needs to stop. This self-sabotaging these women are doing, they need to cut it out.
I haven't heard from Normani in a minute.
I hope she's working on something, because people like, do you even care about music? And she got upset, like, girl, you acting like you don't.
She was trending on Twitter today.
For real?
Yeah, I don't know why. I was like, I hope she's okay. You just can't drop something and just leave. If your company is whack, you need to do something about it. But, I can understand because certain things you can't do. But I'm just like, girl, I don't know. Flo is our saving grace. Flo, I pray y'all don't do nothing crazy and work with no stupid people. You know what I'm saying? I love Flo. These girls are really with the going back to the roots of R&B and how it's supposed to sound, and they sound amazing.
Yep.
The live stuff, Jazzy, our good sis Jazzy, shout out to her, put me on these girls, and I was just like, wow, these girls can sing. Not sing, but sing.
Yes, they're very talented.
Namjoon, stay away from them, please. Niggas,
like, stay over there.
He always trying to collect niggas like they Infinity Stones. Like, stop.
You ain't gonna get Kendrick. We like, forget that. Kendrick ain't gonna go for it.
If G-Dragon gets Kendrick to be on his album, Namjoon is going to shit a palm tree. It's going to be the greatest thing ever.
That'll be the greatest, and that's the best 10 hat theory ever.
I'm going to sit up here and watch the internet just implode before my eyes. He's got a Kendrick feature. What about Namjoon? Namjoon went back to the month and was crying, talking about, I know you told my business, but I gotta talk to you, preacher man. You gotta help me out. He gonna tell Namjoon business again. As soon as G Dragon come out with this feature with Kendrick, this nigga gonna go ahead and listen to Army talking about I'm done.
You might as well because you taking a big L.
Like, let's be real. You Kendrick's voice and Namjoon voice do not work together on an album. Let's just be real. It's not gonna work.
Like Kendrick, he's gonna embarrass him. So give feature for what?
It's not gonna work for nobody. It's just gonna be an embarrassment. And after that little DNA thing, do you think Kendrick's want to sit up here and do and have a collab with you? Stop. No. Kendrick's out here in Africa and all these other places having a good time. About to go to, I think he leaving the company, or are he going to retirement? What is he doing? Or he just starting his own company?
He just started his own company. He left TDE.
TDE, yeah.
Okay.
And then SZA, it sounds like she about to leave too.
Bro, imagine
he was like, this is her last album under the company. I'm like, okay, you leaving?
Yeah, what if when SZA leaves, she joins Kendrick's label? Yo.
Oh, that'll be a plot twist or Dreamville.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because her and Ari Lennox have a good friendship.
Yeah, so that actually be cool. They get under the same label and they get some collabs out of two of them.
And Ari just dropped something recently, I think.
Yeah, she did.
Yep.
I love her voice. God, her voice is so good. I was listening in the back seat the other day. I was like, you better sing, girl. Getting that in the clapping cheeks in the back seat. Yes, sis. Yes. I love her.
Yeah, she's currently on tour now.
She's on tour? See?
Yeah, I think I saw her tickets on sale.
Dang, everybody going on tour. Tony just announced they're going on tour. I was like, Raphael Sadiq, I love you. I would love
those are some OGs.
Yeah, I love to go see them in concert because they got some hits. Tony was a group back in the day. Anniversary was my favorite song by them. And Raphael Sadiq is a good songwriter and singer anyway. So Mint Condition, oh my God. You know Raphael Sadiq and the lead singer to Mint Condition, who's fine as hell. They they have similar voices. So I used to get them confused. But I was like, y'all still can get the guac. But oh shoot, we had a good podcast tonight. We almost at the minute mark. But thank you, Dante, for joining us tonight. And next month we are going to be doing a Daniel Caesar's album review. This is one of his year anniversary before he started acting crazy with the white people and got it together. It came up on my Facebook, y'all. I'm sorry, I had to tell it. But he got himself together, so we will be doing a review of his album next month. So please stay tuned for that. But y'all have a good evening. This is Hood Action News. We're your hosts. I'm Gigi.
I'm AE.
This is Dante.
And we'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good night. Take care of yourselves.
Good night.